Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to TOON Tuesdays, your weekly roundup of Newcastle United news. So, today I am actually recording this on Monday night. I'm actually trying to be organised for a change. I haven't done this before. I normally do it on the Tuesday, ready for the Tuesday night. So fingers crossed I don't miss anything that happens in the next 24 hours. If I do, I definitely won't be doing this again. But if I do miss anything, make sure you comment down below what I have missed. If I've missed anything big, I will put it down in the description just to let you guys know basically what I missed and just try to keep you 100% up to date with what's going on. Also, just to quickly mention, for those of you who haven't seen my vlog from the weekend, do check it out in the description. And I mentioned it just to say, I did hurt my ankle at the weekend. I'm all right. It's almost, well, it's very bruised and very swollen, but it's on the mend. And I just want to say thank you to everyone who said get well soon on the video and on Instagram and so on. So yeah, thank you all very much. But I'm on the mend. I'll be fine. I'm meant to have a golf tournament on Friday, and there's no reason why I don't think I'll be okay to play. So yeah, cheers to everyone who said thank you. And let's move on to Newcastle United's news. So, first things first, we've obviously been talking about who's coming in, who's going out. Matt Sells has officially gone out on loan to Anderlecht. I think I mentioned in the last video he was on for a medical and so on. He has officially gone now. Boo. That is the second time that has happened in this series, so I'm going to have to get something better to hold that flag up. But anyway, Matt Sells has gone. I think he's probably first of definitely a few to go out on loan. I do imagine that a few transfers will happen. Again, I mentioned in the last video we have a massive squad, and the amount of players that Rafa is talking about bringing in, I do see a number of other players going. Obviously, we don't know who or what's going to happen because we don't want to send everyone off and then not bring many people in. But I do imagine he will be the first of many. I also mentioned Lejeune is meant to be, well, I said last Tuesday that it looked like it would hopefully be done before this video went out. For all I know, like I said 24 hours earlier, we could have signed him by tomorrow night. But, like with many transfers at the minute, it just hasn't quite gone through. Tammy Abraham obviously isn't coming anymore, and we've obviously been linked with a number of other players that seem to have just fizzled out. So hopefully, and I'm not getting worried, but Rafa did say he wanted to get as many players in before pre-season as he could, which is the start of July, that starts. So really, he hasn't quite done what he'd hoped. But I'm not worried, because how many transfers did we make last year? We made loads of transfers before the championship started. And I think our first transfer was pretty much the 1st of July, end of June. And we have got Atsu. I haven't forgotten about him. But we've got so much time left. The season doesn't start until the middle of August. And if you, like I said, if you think about last season, we didn't bring anyone in until the start of July, and then we brought in all of those players. So there is plenty of time. Speaking of transfers, Graham Carr has left the club. Was obviously the chief scout. Questions of whether he's left and so on. Apparently he was saying he wanted to retire. So it might be a mutual thing, but then obviously the speculation is Rafa obviously wants to do his things his own way at the club, which is what we all want. So I think it's probably, you know, but yeah, so he's gone. Obviously that leaves Rafa in charge, which is what we want, and it has been going around that Rafa is frustrated with the way transfers are going at the minute. And obviously, I think it was the Daily Mail who said this, and it's kind of been blown out of proportion because there's a difference between frustration and unhappy. Is Rafa frustrated that he's tried to bring in a handful of players who haven't quite gone over the line yet, or aren't going to go over the line? Yes, I would not be. He said he wanted to get in the players, as many players as he could before the pre-season started, and he hasn't been able to do that. So yes, he's going to be frustrated. But does that mean he's unhappy and wants to leave? No. Or at least I really hope it doesn't mean that, and I don't think it does. I think the thing is, when you have an owner like Mike Ashley, I think any little thing just kind of gets blown out of proportion, because obviously he hasn't been the greatest of owners, let's be honest. So as soon as Rafa is frustrated, it comes out as, or is it Rafa, or is it because Mike actually not giving them the money, or is it like, I do not think it's that. I hope it's not that. We don't know yet, but I think it's just the simple case that, and it looks like we have got the money to spend because it looks like we have been active. We just haven't quite got what we wanted yet. So there's plenty of time to go. There's plenty of time to make up for what we may not have done in the last few weeks that we might have hoped to, but it doesn't mean that it can't happen between now and the start of the season. Mike Ashley has sold his shares, or sold what he had with Rangers. I must be honest, the first thing that popped into my head when I heard that was, is that him done with Rangers, and is that him maybe considering this whole Chinese takeover bit? Obviously, again, I've got no idea. Fingers crossed, it's the money out of Rangers that he's now got in his pocket will be what he can now put towards Newcastle United. And if it is him pulling away from Rangers, potentially pulling away from Newcastle, considering the Chinese stuff, in a sense, what he was doing with Rangers was never really a part of Newcastle United anyway, so it shouldn't affect what's going on with us. It's just more of a point to make. So as I mentioned, the Premier League doesn't start till the middle of August, and I have mentioned before the pre-season friendlies we have organised in the UK. So we've got Hearts, Preston and Bradford. We do also have some European dates, European friendlies announced. The first one is against Mainz. That's away 29th of July, and then we've got Wolfsburg away on the 2nd of August. They have said we will have a home friendly before the season starts, so that'll obviously be between the 2nd of August and the start of the Prem on the 12th or 13th of August. So yeah, there's a couple more European games if you fancy getting yourself away on a plane to go and watch Newcastle United play. And to mention season tickets, so if you've already looked to get a season ticket and there maybe wasn't a seat that you wanted or next to your friend that you wanted, there is now going to be more available. So people had up till the 26th of June to renew their season ticket. So anyone who hasn't renewed it by now, it's now on general sale. So if you did go to get one and you were disappointed, there will be more up for sale as of now. And that is it for this week, guys. As I said, I'm doing this 24 hours before you guys watch it, so if anything, I hope something does happen. Maybe we'll bring a player or something exciting in between now and then. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Do drop a like if you are enjoying this series, and if you are new, please do subscribe. But as always, thank you for watching. I'll have a new video out on Thursday, so make sure you look out for that. But thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you later.